dive into it. Cornerback too. I mean, we did talk about a little bit with Kelly yesterday about who we could see the Eagles signing. I mentioned Steven Nelson and also Richard Sherman. You also jumped on the board for Richard Sherman, not so much Steven Nelson. Looking at the numbers, I mean, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it, but why not Steven Nelson? That's my main question.
I mean, sure. I guess.
Sure.
I mean, he's a good cornerback. I just don't think he's worth the money he wants. It's just
absolutely not. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I mean, the Steelers had a fucking phenomenal defense last year. They had a phenomenal secondary. Remember the last time the Eagles got a cornerback from a phenomenal secondary?
Yeah, it didn't really work out so well.
I'm not talking about Darius Slade because that secondary sucked, and he was a really good one, part of that.
No, we're talking about Maxwell, correct?
Byron Maxwell. You get Byron Maxwell from the Legion of Doom because he was so good in that Legion of Doom, but then he was really the doom of that Legion. So it was like he was being masked because everybody around him was really good. So if you're getting Steven Nelson over, are you getting a guy who's actually really good, or are you getting a guy who's a product of those around him? I mean, you look at two of the members of that secondary, and Joe Hayden and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Those guys can help make you look good.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like with pairing Steven Nelson with Darius Slade, it's going to be the same thing as what he had in Pittsburgh. I mean, so looking at the numbers, completion percentage last season was 58% against him. Passes deflected 9. And he's only missed two games in the past 3 seasons, which is great if you're an Eagles fan because you want consistency. You want, that player that's always going to be available because that's not something we've had.
Yeah, I guess, but just there are other options out there. Like it's there's, and I wrote an article on this pretty much the last time I wrote an article, like in May. There's Gary Conley. Who's still available. He's still free. He's a free agent. He's 25. He's been injured a lot, but he's only 25, and he comes out of Ohio State, and Ohio State seems to turn out pretty good corners when they come out. Garrett Conley has the pedigree. Does he have the health? We'll see. But he's 25. You got Brashad Breeland, who's still out there, but he's more of a slot guy.
But he's been pretty good for plug and play for the past couple seasons.
Yeah, like Breeland, I really like Breeland. I thought he was a nuisance when he was on the Redskins. He was really good there. He kind of went downhill since then, but it's worth it. And then you got trade options out there. I think my Xbox is about to turn off. It's I think I think a CB2 will come in August. Remember the Darby move? So
I don't want to pick brain about that.
You're going to see a little battle within the next few weeks to see what they have, and then maybe they see, oh, we really don't have much, and then they'll scour around and see what's going on.
So if you pay attention to our articles on Philly Sports Network, trades have been kind of Chris's thing for the past several years, and there's one trade I'm curious about that I think will be ideal to swing because the player is still kind of young. Marshawn Lattimore, he's on the outs of New Orleans. He's on the final year of his contract. I think they owe him $15 million. We have a defensive end that could be of need for the Saints, who's getting paid $10 million.
Barnett is not being traded for Marshawn Lattimore. Come on.
Okay, it's gonna cost more. It'll cost more. No,
I am so happy my wife and my daughter are not here right now because I can freaking yell at you. Finally,
listen,
I don't have to fucking keep my voice down because no one is here but me. So shut up.
It'll obviously cost more than Barnett, but if you're trying to move contract for contract, you're gonna swing. You're gonna say, hey, we'll offer these picks, but let's take Derek Barnett as well. If you look at Bleacher Report, if you look at ESPN, all the trade articles has the New Orleans Saints trading for Derek Barnett. Is no coincidence. Like the possibility if you're trading contract for contract per se.